Hi, I'm Nigel Landis. Welcome and thank you for joining me for this short preview for the next episode of the Private Reflections podcast. In this episode, I'm joined by Army veteran Andrew Dool as we discuss his time in the military and his involvement in an all-men's support group, WNOW.
When I was 18, I got accepted into Duntroon. However, between being accepted and the day I was supposed to head off on a plane, my now wife advised me that our daughter was on her way. So I sort of had a choice of spending a couple of years training or doing the right thing. And then, strangely, when I hit about 37, I was getting a bit old and thought I need another challenge. And there was something sort of not ticked in my box of things that I wanted to do in my life. And one of those was joining the ADF. So I signed up as a reservist, just hoping to become a rifleman. Unfortunately, they wouldn't let me and told me I had to do officer training again.
Yeah, right. So you did your officer training?
Yeah, did that for 3 years. On the last year, I actually spoke to the CEO, and I'd been a manager most of my life. If you could imagine going through Kapuka as a 37-year-old.
Oh, yeah.
You're one of the oldest ones there. Saying that, things like Kapuka and that I thoroughly enjoyed. Thought it was great.
You did? Yeah.
A little bit of yelling in your face. You sort of looked at the young bloke yelling at you and you're sort of going, why are you yelling? I'm going to do it anyway. When you're a little bit senior, you have a little bit more leeway with the staff.
Oh, yeah. You did mention that you were associated with a men's health program, is that right?
Yes.
Yeah, tell me a bit about that and what is your involvement with it?
You might know a guy called Ty Keneally, ex-football player for the Swans.
Right, yeah. Myself, I don't know. Yep.
He had some problems when he finished playing football. And similar to guys in the army, had a bit of a hard time and had a mate come up to him and let's talk about this. And originally they were talking about it at pubs. They sort of worked out that wasn't actually helping. So they started doing something the opposite, which is do a bit of exercise and go for a coffee. And after a while, he got a bit better and he said, oh, this is actually a pretty good idea. And they invited another mate they knew that was in a bit of trouble. And from there, it's grown organically to, if you've got a mate in trouble, invite him along. Basically, it's just an exercise regime that's sent out every Wednesday morning at 6 o'clock. We just meet up and 6 o'clock in the morning, we do a bit of exercise. We then jump in the water.
Yeah.
Have a bit of a swim and talk about the problems. And then we also finish generally with sort of 60 push-ups. Some people do 60, some people just do one and then one each and we get to 60 somehow. But because that's how many people die every hour from suicide. So, which is a huge number. And you're trying to sort of, after that, we have a coffee and have what we call genuine conversations. So not talking about footy or, what happened on the weekend, but actually what's going on in their lives and what the problems are. It's a hard thing trying to change the way men talk. Women already have this social network where they have friends and they talk honestly. Men have mates where they might talk about footy and stuff like that, but they don't really have the opportunity to talk honestly to another bloke, without judgment or without repercussions. It's just, this is how I feel. This is what's happening. So it's just trying to change it. It's just conversation at a time, person at a time. And, the guys that come down are amazing. And they're all generally younger guys. There's some of us older guys that turn up as well. But it's sort of a way of trying to get younger people in a better space. It's an interesting program. It's working pretty well.
If you'd like to access this episode or the full Private Reflections series, you can find the link to Patreon in the description below. Most of the content is free to listen to, and some of the episodes are available for a small fee, with a portion of those proceeds being donated to registered charities supporting veterans. I look forward to having you join me for this episode and for future conversations in the Private Reflections podcast. Until then, thanks for listening.